Hey racers, John Racer 3 today, back for another unboxing video, but not a Hot Wheels unboxing video. Today we've got a bunch of cases of Matchbox cars that was sent over to me by the Matchbox team to unbox for the channel to see what Matchbox is cooking here at the end of 2025. We've got 4 cases, as you can see. The 2 on the left are cases of basic Matchbox cars. This will be either at the end of this video or in a completely separate video if I want to start doing some Matchbox basic unboxings and maybe do some kind of King of the Case championship with these. On the right here, we've got the Matchbox Collector case and the Matchbox Moving Parts case. Both of these are the last mixes of those respective lines for 2025. So I'm going to go ahead and unbox these ones first, show off what Matchbox is cooking and what they're releasing here as the year comes to a close, and then things to get excited for when we think about Matchbox in 2026. Now, I've always been a Matchbox fan. You guys know I post vlogs about me attending the Matchbox convention every single year at this point, and I just absolutely love the brand. So I was super excited to hear when the representative at Matchbox that sent me these cases, shout out Tyler, was interested in doing some content with me. I asked if he would be willing to send some cases over for me to unbox on my channel, and he said yes. So that is what we're gonna check out today, and I'm excited to see what cars we've got here waiting to be unboxed. So as you can see, first case we've got the next case of Matchbox Moving Parts. There are 8 cars in the case, so let's go ahead and see what we're cooking with here. Oh, right off the bat, we got a new for 2025 model. We got the Lamborghini Huracan Storado from Matchbox. Now, I will be unboxing all of these cars in this video once I get them all out of the case, and I can't wait to unbox this thing so I can just show you the detail comparison between this model and the one that Hot Wheels came out with. I think the Matchbox one's gonna absolutely blow you guys out of the water. Got an extra one there, that's very cool. Continuing on, we got a 2024 Volkswagen ID Buzz moving parts model. This one has a moving sliding door, as you can see on the packaging. That looks super cool. And this is also another model I can compare with the Hot Wheels version, because Hot Wheels also came out with the Volkswagen ID Buzz. We'll go ahead and set that aside. Next up, we got a Mitsubishi Lancer Celeste. This is an old, it looks like a muscle car, but it's a Mitsubishi, so I guess it's an old JDM car, and it's got an opening hood on that thing. That's things looking pretty cool. Then we've got a Ford Country Sedan. Love the colors on this thing. I like that shade of blue especially. And then you got the reverse opening hood there for the moving parts on this model as well. And something else that I never really talk about when I unbox all of these cars and stuff is sustainability. I'm a huge fan of Matchbox having the compostable packaging, something that Hot Wheels doesn't do. And I don't know, I just think that's kind of cool as someone who enjoys the environment and the world we live in. It's kind of cool. But continuing to move on, we got a 2024 Toyota Sequoia. Just said Toyota. Well, I cannot talk today, I am so sorry. But we got the TRD Pro. This model's decently heavy. I mean, it's a big model, lots of die-cast, and it's got an opening hood as well. Very cool. 2 more cars left to go. We got the Tesla Cybertruck up next from Matchbox Moving Parts. This is going to be a very popular model. I'm sure the Tesla Cybertruck is popular wherever it is on the pegs, but now we've got the moving model where you can see the front trunk. The frunk? Yeah, we got the frunk lift up there at the front of the truck. That's pretty cool. So we'll also compare that to the Hot Wheels Cybertruck. And then last but not least, we've got the 2025 Cadillac Escalade IQ. Very beautiful looking Matchbox casting with the back hatch opening on this thing as well. That's pretty neat. And another beautiful car to unbox from Matchbox Moving Parts. So that is the last mix of Matchbox Moving Parts for the year. As you can see with the H here, H is the last case of moving parts on the year. And I gotta say, Matchbox is going into 2025 pretty strong with all of these beautiful models that they have just now hitting the stores. And I'm super excited to unbox this Lamborghini to see what else is going on. And I got another one for extra, which is pretty cool. Gonna put that in the collection for sure. And that is going to do it for the Matchbox Moving Parts case. Comment down below what you guys think, and we'll go ahead and jump into the Matchbox Collector case next, and then we'll unbox all the cars and talk about them and do all of that fun stuff at the end of the video. So we'll go ahead and set these aside so we can unbox the next case. Let's go ahead and talk about the Matchbox Collector case. There are only 4 Matchbox Collector mixes per year, with this one being Mix D. So again, the last case of 2025 for the Collector line, and the Collector line line is basically Matchbox version of Hot Wheels car culture. So they're just more premium castings, they have more details, and they have rubber wheels as well. And some of them even have moving parts, I believe. So let's go ahead and see what this last mix has got in store for us here for the collectors. And I mean, like, you can already just tell based on just a glance on in there that there are a bunch of beautiful cars in here. So let's go ahead and see what we're working with first. First up, we got the pink Matchbox Collectors 2020 Porsche Carrera 4S. This is going to be a very popular casting, I think, because one, we don't see pink Porsches a lot. I guess we didn't see pink Porsches a lot until Hot Wheels came out with that pink Porsche 911 GT3. But this one has rubber wheels and it's got opening doors, as well as just that beautiful, it looks like carbon fiber like deco on the roof there for that thing. This thing looks awesome. I love the packaging for this too. You've got the actual Matchbox for the Matchbox car, which is nice in the packaging. I don't know why more people don't buy Matchbox collectors. I mean, it is pretty sought after for try-hard collectors, but I don't see a lot of these in my stores either. So either they're all being swooped up or I'm just not getting them in my stores. Either way, I'm very grateful for Matchbox to give some of these to me so I can have them in my collection. But all right, let's go ahead and continue on with the models. Next up, we got a Bentley R-Type Continental from 1954. Love the paint on this thing. It's got some nice rubber wheels there, and I like just the chrome accents around this thing. The card art makes it look super shiny, and I bet once we get this thing out of the package, it will also look unbelievably shiny. So exciting stuff there. Next up, we got the Aston Martin DB12, which is probably one of the most excited models I've been. Man, I need to learn how to speak English again. This is one of the models I've been the most excited for since Matchbox released it, I believe last year at the convention. It's a beautiful looking Aston Martin. They nailed the color, they got the wheels right, and it's just a brand new casting that we haven't seen from Matchbox or Hot Wheels yet. So it's a shame it has rubber wheels. I won't be able to race it, but it still look really nice in my collection. Now this is going to be a hot ticket item. We got the 2023 Porsche 911 Rally. This is the Dakar Porsche 911, and this is a very special model because as you can see, we've got a separate roof rack to put on this thing. So if you don't want to have your Porsche have an extra tire, looks like a shovel and some gas cans, and a piece of rope, I think that's what that is. If you don't want to have that on top of your Porsche, you can take it off and put on the flat roof on this thing instead, which I've never seen, I think, in a Matchbox collector's model, which is super, super cool. Matchbox is continuing to make their products different and unique. Big fan of that. Plus, look how big those wheels are on the Porsche. That looks awesome. Next up, we got the Jeep FC. I almost thought this was a K truck, but no, this is a short little Jeep. I love the look of this thing. Very cute little Jeep here. I love the design on it too. I'm not sure it comes across on camera, but you got sort of like a topography, like gray line deco on the side of the cab there, but nothing on the bed. I am a huge fan of the shade of blue just in models regardless, so another nice model to add to the collection. And then we've got the final car in the collector's case. We've got the 2023 Toyota Supra with the Advan livery on it, and this is a beautiful looking casting. Super happy to get my hands on this. I think this will also be a pretty popular model just based on the sponsors that you see plastered around this thing. Advan, you've got Yokohama on the side, you got GR for Toyota on the front. And yeah, need I say more? This thing is absolutely beautiful looking, and I'm a huge fan of it as well. So definitely gonna try and collect all of the new Matchbox collectors coming out now that I've seen these in my hands. Like I said, I never see these models in my stores, literally ever. I don't think the Targets that I go to even carry Matchbox collectors. I will see the occasional moving parts model and all of the basics, and then maybe some team transports as well, but I never really see the collectors. But I mean, I'm definitely going to try and collect these as many as I can because it's absolutely beautiful. But they're going to be a lot more beautiful once you take them out of their packaging. I kind of want to start with the collectors before going into the moving parts as well, because there's a lot more cars in the moving parts that I want to just compare with their Hot Wheels models as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and unbox this Porsche Carrera 4S. That's pretty looking Porsche. Got those rubber wheels. Feels really good. Got the opening doors. Yeah, that's a beautiful looking Porsche right there. And we'll set the Matchbox aside as well for that. Beautiful looking Porsche. I mean, how many times can I say beautiful, right? Because it's just like beautiful looking model. You can't deny that. All right, let's see how the other models stack up out of their packaging. Got ourselves a brand new Toyota Supra with the Advan colors. This thing does not have any moving parts, but still, beautiful looking car. I'm actually not quite sure how I feel about the wheels on this thing. I think if they looked a little bit more like they did in the card art picture, it would look a lot better instead of having the silver on top and then just the black on the back for the wheels there. It's just sort of one muted color on the wheels, which is still great. I think it still works with the color scheme that they've got with the Supra, but I think that it could have been like white or black maybe instead of just like this plasticky color. But that's just me nitpicking an already beautiful car. And yeah, no, this thing looks pretty sick. All right, I do also want to take a look at this Porsche 911 though, to experiment with the new roof part. Let's go ahead and set this aside. All right, so we got this Porsche looking great, but then we also have this roof piece that we're gonna pop out of the packaging. Super simple like that. And then I believe it's as simple as taking off the one with the tire and stuff on it, and then just putting on the regular roof. How cool is that? If I can figure out, there we go. Oh yeah, no, that looks super clean. I think I like that a little bit more than the just regular Dakar, but otherwise, very cool. I actually also got the Hot Wheels Porsche 911 Rally to do a little bit of comparison with, and you can just tell, seeing these cars sitting next to each other, the big wheels that Matchbox put on their Porsche make it look that much better. And I guess just like the model itself is a little bit bigger than the Hot Wheels Porsche as well, which I think Matchbox can do that with how much detail they fit into these castings. And I think just the bigger castings also look better when lined up against other castings as well. Like this Porsche had always looked a little bit small as well. So happy that Matchbox is also taking on models that Hot Wheels is doing. And the more I look at it, the more I love the big wheels on this thing. That is so cool looking. Anyways, let's go ahead and continue on. Next, let's try the Jeep FC. See how the Jeep FC looks out of its package. This thing looks pretty good, not gonna lie. And I love the moving parts on this collector's model as well. I think just like the amount of value you get out of a diecast that you could probably just have sit on your desk from Matchbox Collectors is pretty crazy. Just all of the tampos they're able to put on, like as you can see, they got some special tampos there on the back of said Jeep, got the extra wheel there on the bed that like moves. That's really cool. And I guess just I'm a sucker for this dark blue navy color. Big fan as well. So very nice looking Jeep there. I'm not even a Jeep guy. That's just a nice car to have on your desk. All right, two more. We'll save the best for last. We got the Bentley Type R Continental up next. Again, this is also just another car type that I'm not super into, but is still something that Matchbox does very well. Yeah, this thing looks super clean. I think having the metal base as well adds to just the feeling of the car in your hand. It feels heavy. It feels like a car that you would find in your dad's Hot Wheels collection, and it looks like one as well, but it looks so clean. Beautiful looking car. I race these things. This thing looks like it wants to race, but the rubber wheels are not going to be the best for that, but it rolls well, looks super nice. And that's another Matchbox collector model for those of you who like the oldies. And then finally, we've got the Aston Martin DB12, one of the castings I was the most excited to see when it was released at the Matchbox convention. I believe it was last year, 2024. Let's go ahead and just take a look at this thing out of its package. Wow. So like I mentioned earlier with the wheels are not the best looking wheels for the collector's line. I think it just takes the quality of the casting and then makes it takes it down just a couple of rankings just based on how there isn't that much detail, or like expensive look to the wheels, I guess. The wheels just look a little cheap, while the other, like the rest of the model looks absolutely phenomenal. Like something you would spend like $10 on at the store to get a model of this quality, but instead you get something of less than half the price, I believe, collector's models are going for these days. And this thing is, oh, the lines are incredible, the tampos are incredible, the color's really good, everything looks amazing. We got a modern Aston Martin in Matchbox Collectors form. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right, we got all of our collectors' new models set out, so let's go ahead and finish up this video talking about some of the Matchbox moving parts that we're going to be checking out here as well. And I'm going to get some models to compare some of these guys to as well, especially for the Volkswagen, the Tesla, and the Lamborghini. So let's keep her going. All right, first we'll unbox this 2024 Toyota Sequoia TRD Pro. This thing seems super heavy, so let's just see how chunky this guy is out of the package. Oh yeah, no, that is a heavy casting right there. Take a look at that. Look, I like the wheels on it. I like the little details that you see on these Toyotas in real life, where you can just see the slight color change over the fenders. That's a cool little touch. So you can see the Matchbox always hides details in their decos. Looks like we just got off-road here on the license plate for the Toyota. Looking nice. And I like the little roof rack as well. This thing is just, it's a big casting. And then of course, I think the hood comes up here as well. Oh yeah, let's take a look at that engine bay. Oh yeah, that is a detailed Toyota engine bay if I've ever seen it. Oh yeah, looking nice. Definitely want to try and race this thing on the track though. It doesn't have moving doors that would interfere with racing on the track, so who knows, it might actually be pretty speedy. Maybe I'll try it out on a track at the end of this video. You're just gonna have to watch the whole thing and find out. Next up, we got the Mitsubishi Lancer Celeste. Said it looked like an old muscle car, but this is technically an old JDM car. Oh yeah, this thing looks pretty sweet. Got another opening hood there. Very detailed engine bay, which is what you get with Matchbox moving parts. Another very affordable line of die-cast. It's got the plastic base, but I like the wheels that they chose for this thing, and it looks a lot like a Ford Capri. Maybe that would be a good matchup, because I know Matchbox makes a very nice Ford Capri. But yeah, a little Mitsubishi, very cool. Very nice car to have to add to the collection. Next up, let's go ahead and take a look and crack open this Ford Country Sedan. Oh yeah. Like I've mentioned in this video, I'm not really an oldies kind of guy when it comes to cars. So the Mitsubishi, the Bentley, I believe it was a Bentley. Yeah, the old Bentley, like all of these older castings aren't really my cup of tea. I don't really know how to review them because I don't know a lot about them, but I like the reverse opening engine on this guy. A little bit less of a detailed engine bay than some of the other cars. You still got the colored engine though. And I love the blue on this thing. A nice little station wagon to add to your Matchbox collection. Classic, classic. All right, and then we'll go ahead and unbox the brand new for 2025, the 2025 Cadillac Escalade IQ. So this is one of the more modern cars that I have in my collection. Like there are some 2025 cars that have been made by Hot Wheels and Matchbox that are in here, I'm sure, but this thing is like a car that I will see on the street like as soon as I leave my house. It's beautiful looking Cadillac. I mean, I don't know if I would say beautiful. It's a nice looking car. The casting itself is very beautiful itself. I love the black wheels on the white body. Got that back hatch that opens up, I believe. Oh yeah, it opens up to the back seats, so not a lot of detail to add there. That's just the back of a Cadillac right there. But it's also just a Cadillac, you know? It's just an SUV Cadillac that looks good in Matchbox form. I like the fitment on the wheels as well. Very nice, but it's not everyone's cup of tea, I'm sure. Maybe it's fast though. Now I really just want to race all of these moving parts models. So comment down below, should I do more videos racing moving parts models? Let me know. Maybe you'll see that on the channel coming up in the future if Matchbox wants to help me out with that. All right, we got 3 more moving parts models to go, and they're all cars that have been made by Hot Wheels, so I'm going to be able to open them and just showcase the quality differences between the two. And well, I'm just going to throw it out there. Hot Wheels does not have opening engine bays or opening trunks or sliding doors. So we'll see how this comparison goes. Got a nice looking Volkswagen bus here with the sliding door. It's only got one sliding door. That's interesting, good to know. And take a look at that. That is a moving part I have never played with before, but I love it. It's a beautiful looking van. I mean, it's just the brand new Volkswagen ID van, but to have a sliding glass door on a diecast model this small, that's pretty sweet. That is really cool. So I also have the Hot Wheels of Volkswagen ID for comparison here. And as you can see, the Matchbox one, a little less yellow and a little skinnier than the Hot Wheels one. It doesn't have that translucent top for the roof. It's actually got a metal roof with all windows, which makes the Matchbox casting just look that much more realistic than the Hot Wheels one. I kind of like the wheels on the Matchbox casting as well. Hot Wheels did a good job with this casting. It's a really fast casting as well, but I think Matchbox is able to add some of the details that you just don't get with Hot Wheels. Yeah, the Hot Wheels one just seems a little bit wider than the Matchbox one. I don't know, you guys comment down below, tell me what you think about these two models. Again, I'm not a huge Volkswagen or bus guy either, so all of my expertise is gonna be coming into the next two cars that you're about to see. One of them being the Tesla Cybertruck, because I know a little bit more about the Tesla Cybertruck than most other cars. Here we go, we've got the brand new moving parts Tesla Cybertruck with the rear opening hatch. Hopefully this one doesn't chop off my fingers. No, I'm sorry, it's not a rear opening hatch. I'm silly. It's the frunk. We got the frunk on the Tesla Cybertruck, which doesn't really look like a frunk. It kind of looks like just like a step up. Like there isn't really a wall to put things into your frunk, but I mean, it's cool. There aren't other die-cast manufacturers that are doing it like that, but comparatively to the Hot Wheels Cybertruck, I think it's pretty clear which one takes the cake here. The Hot Wheels one has the wheels like sticking out. It's very Hot Wheels-ified, but they're both like different shapes as well. I think that the Matchbox one is more faithful to the actual design of the Cybertruck. It's skinnier, it's longer, and it's got just like the better wheels on it. And this one just looks like a Tesla Cybertruck that was made to go off-road. It doesn't even fit on the Hot Wheels track, which kind of sucks. I can't use it in my videos because it doesn't fit on the track. However, this guy is going to be fitting on the track, and he's going to be in a lot of my videos going forwards. And I love the texture on the Cybertruck as well. So I think this is probably going to take the cake for my favorite Cybertruck casting I've seen so far, produced by any diecast manufacturer, and that's definitely going to trump the Hot Wheels Cybertruck as well. But we got one more car to go, and it's the Lamborghini Huracan Sterrato. Now, originally when Matchbox announced they were going to be doing the Lamborghini Huracan Sterrato, I wasn't sure if it was going to be a moving parts model or a basic model, but in my opinion, I think Matchbox made the right choice here of doing a Lamborghini with the moving parts line instead of the basic line, because they can just do so much more with the casting itself. And now that this thing's out of the package, oh my gosh, guys, this thing looks amazing. Go ahead and take a look at the opening trunk there. Not a lot of detail in the moving parts model, but I mean, just taking a look at the Lamborghini from the front. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Hot Wheels Lamborghini Huracan Sterrato. See how they compare. Do you see what I'm seeing? Do you see how just pushed in the nose is for the Hot Wheels Huracan Sterrato? The Hot Wheels Lamborghini Huracan Sterrato kind of looks like they took the regular Lamborghini Huracan and then just put the little headlights on the front and then made the fenders a little bit wider. It really didn't make that much sense to me. I don't really understand the Huracan Sterrato anyways. It's just a rally version of the Huracan, but the Matchbox version compared to the Hot Wheels one has just so many details. They get the size of the car right. Like the nose is just a little bit pointier on the Matchbox. You can see the definition on the little headlights there at the front, and I think the wheels and fitment of this thing are so much better than the Hot Wheels ones. I never liked these wheels on the Hot Wheels Lamborghini Huracan Sterrato, so glad that I get to replace that in my videos with this. This thing is absolutely clean looking, and it's a Lamborghini that actually looks like a slammed supercar. Like it's skinny, it's not skinny, it's short, it's not very tall, it's wide, and it's got all those details that you want out of a supercar in the front of the car. Very, very happy with that Lamborghini, and that is going to be all of the cars from the moving parts and collectors line to wrap up 2025. All right, now I'm pretty curious. We got our 7 new moving parts models here lined up, and we're gonna test them to see how far they can go on this new distance track. I've got a little bit of a different setup right here. As you can see, the single lane goes into a very raised turn 1 spool heads track, into a bit of a downhill, and then turn 2 is a left-hander. Got some bumps there, and then we've got the checkered flag to see if they can complete the spool head sector of the track. And then we've got some runoff if the cars are much faster than that to see if they can actually complete the entirety of the track. So no competition. I just want to see which one of these moving parts cars is the fastest. First up, we got the Lamborghini Huracan Storado. See what this Lamborghini can do as he bounces off the walls of the spool heads track. See how far he can go. He's gonna make it just to the blue turn. I believe that's turn 3. Next up, we got ourselves the Tesla Cybertruck. See what the Cybertruck with the opening frunk can do. Looks like he's gonna get a little bit squirrely and he's not even gonna complete the track. Unfortunate for the Cybertruck. Next up, we got the Mitsubishi Celeste. See what this Mitsubishi can do on the fat track. Let's see what he's gonna do. He's gonna finish just in front of the Cybertruck and just barely he's gonna finish the spool heads track. Next, let's try this Volkswagen ID Buzz. See what the ID Buzz can do. Look at that, barely staying on all 4 wheels going around turn 1 there. Very speedy, but he's barely gonna pass the Mitsubishi and take in to second place. Next up, we got the Cadillac Escalade. See what this big SUV can do. This thing looks pretty speedy. It's gonna have a little bit of a fishtail there, but he's just barely gonna finish short behind the Lamborghini, but take second place away from the Volkswagen ID Buzz. Next up, let's see the Ford Country Sedan. This sedan looks a little bit slow, but it looks super cool going down this track, and he's even gonna pass the Cybertruck and the Mitsubishi. Not bad for the Ford at all. Finally, the heaviest car of them all. We've got the Toyota Sequoia. Let's see what this thing's able to do on the track. Keeps its speed pretty well, but is not gonna have the best run. He's just barely gonna take third place away though from the Volkswagen ID Buzz. So there you have it. Here are the speed and distance rankings for the final batch of moving parts for 2025. It's the Lamborghini Huracan Storado with the fastest car and the farthest distance. So I'm sure we'll be seeing him in videos in the future. And also we've got those Matchbox Collectors series cars there on the little displays that I've got, and they just look absolutely stunning. So I'm a big fan of that, and that is all I've actually got for you guys in this video today. Comment down below, do you want to see more of this kind of unboxing content with these Matchbox cars? I know I would love to do more of these, and also start doing a Matchbox unboxing series on this channel where I race all of these cars and then switch up the track and do anything fun like that. So comment down below if that is something that interests you. Hit that like button and that notification bell so you get notified for all of my uploads. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy. Peace.